Okay guys, in this video we're going to be covering position grappling. This is one of the most fun drills that we'll do, and it really helps you to learn how to control your position on the ground and make sure that you have a dominant position against your opponent. There's a couple of positions that we're going to go through, but first I'm going to show you how this works in theory on the mats, and then I'm going to show you those positions so that you know what you're looking for. So I've got Mr. Xander and Mr. Micah here. They're going to come help me. Come on guys. So when we do position grappling, we're learning how to control another person's body on the ground and try to find those dominant positions. So since we're learning about the ground, we're going to start on the ground. It's a lot safer that way. We're not doing any takedowns with this particular drill. They're going to start facing each other on their knees or on one knee. They're going to reach out and they're going to clap hands and bump knuckles just to kind of say, hey, we're ready to go. Once they've done that, the match has begun. They can choose to grab whatever they want to and try to get control over the other person's body. They're starting in kind of a high clinch here. Now maybe one of them tries to go for guard. Great, you hold into the guard. So now we see that Mr. Xander is in Mr. Micah's guard. Micah actually has the control position right now, even though Xander's on top. So Micah has a couple of choices. He can try to hold this position and keep Xander from getting out, or he can try to maybe sweep him or go for a different position such as back mount or something like that. Xander's entire goal is to try to get out of this position. So Xander, go ahead and do a great escape from the guard for me. Great, so he puts the knee in, he extends out, he sweeps. Okay, now, Mr. Xander is in a great position here. He can choose a lot of different options. He can choose to go to side control or mount or something else. So pick one of those, Mr. Xander, and go for it. All right, so now Micah's job is to try to get out of this position. This is not a great position for Micah, but he's done a good job of being on his side instead of flat on his back. Okay, go ahead and break, guys. Now, obviously, when we do this, it's a lot more fluid. So let's go ahead and do one more round. I'm just going to let you guys roll a little bit. Ready? Clap hands, bump knuckles, and go. Try to find that dominant position. There we go. All right, go ahead and get out of there, Micah. Oh, don't let him take top mount. All right, so you see they've reached a stalemate right here. So Micah's struggling to get out, Xander's struggling to hold him there. So this is a good opportunity to break, release from this position, and go back to your starting position. Now, you don't always need to do that. Depending on the drill, we may do a 3-second hold in position, we may do a 10-second hold in position, but you also need to be able to work those escapes. All right, guys, thank you so much. Mr. Xander, I'm going to keep you here for just a second. Micah, you're welcome to step off the mat there for a second. I want to go over the positions that we're going to use. So, Miss Christie, if you can turn that camera back over here, that'd be great. Positions that we want to use are these. Mr. Xander, go ahead and lay down on your back for me. Okay, this would be the guard position. All right, he's holding me in this position. Another position that we might want to use would be the half guard, where I've got one leg out and he's wrapping around this other leg here. He's trying to control this leg, maybe put me back in guard, maybe sweep me. Okay, that would be half guard. A half guard is almost 50-50. The person who's on top is technically a little bit more dominant because they have gravity working for them. The person who's on bottom either wants to get to a full guard or get out of this position. Now, we've also got top mount. Okay, this is the full top mount here. I can be trying to choke him. Obviously, we don't do any striking in position grappling or any submissions. We're just trying to hold that position. There's a lot of different ways that I can maintain this that we'll teach you in class. Another position we can go to is a side control position or side mount, okay? This is a great way to hold somebody. My hips are down. I'm compressing him in this area, making it difficult for him to move around, trying to control either his shoulders or his hips or both. Another possible position, which is more of a transfer position from one to another, would be a knee on stomach position. We don't like to do this too often because it's a lot of pressure on our training partners, but it's a great way to move from here to another position. This would be dominant for me, non-dominant for him. Now another one that's a little bit different. I'm going to scoot you this way just a little bit, Mr. Xander. Thank you. And go ahead and lay back down on your back. Yep, and spin around. I'm just going to see how much I can make him do this during the video, okay? So we're going to spin him around here. This is called north and south. It's an awkward position. Nobody likes it, but it gives you the opportunity to move into some other positions. Technically, in this position, it's 50-50, but if I'm on top, I have a little bit of an advantage because I've got gravity as my friend. You can also do things like back mount. Go ahead and hop onto your turtle position for me, please. Excellent. So I can be here, okay? This would be dominant for me. I'm getting back mount or gaining back mount from here. I can roll him over and go for full back mount here, all right? Trying to control him. His job is to get out of this. This is very dominant for me, very non-dominant for him, so I have a much bigger advantage here, all right? Thank you, Mr. Zander. So as you're rolling around, you want to be looking for that dominant position. Where am I in control of my partner? For the most part, we'll do 5 to 10 second holds in class. Sometimes we'll do 3-second holds where we would stop and reset. We're not trying to wear anybody out. We're trying to learn how to move around another human body. Please do not practice this at home if you don't have mats or somewhere to practice safely. All right, guys, keep training, keep growing. We'll see you in the next one.